What is going on, guys? This is MYKAL from Cartoon Universe, and I have Hailey here. Her face is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're continuing on with this format. A lot of you guys seem to like it from the last Pink Diamond video, so we're going to do this. Now we have more of a podcast discussion type thing because there's more than one person here. So obviously, as you can tell by the title, this is a Miraculous video, and we're going to be talking about all those Kwami that we saw, which we were not expecting that. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah, because we knew there was like another floor of Kwami or whatever, floor on like in that box, but I did not think they were all just gonna pop out right there. But it looks like there's actually some missing. So if you take a look at the screen, we got dragon, snake, goat, monkey, dog, pig, and bull. Bull, I think, is technically supposed to be ox, because these are all animals of the zodiac, Chinese zodiac. And there's actually 4 missing. There's usually 12 in the Chinese zodiac, but there's actually just 8 here. So I'm pretty sure, I don't remember, did they confirm that there are definitely other Kwamis other places of the world? They confirmed there's other superheroes, but did they confirm there's other Kwamis?
I don't know about that. Like, I haven't heard anything about that, not to my knowledge. Yeah, because right now we think that all the Kwamis are in there. But yeah, if there's other superheroes, that would make sense.
Yeah, so there's probably other Kwamis missing. This could have to do with Marinette going to China. We do know that she's going to be doing that. That was a good special that was confirmed. So maybe since it's the Chinese zodiac, maybe the rest of them are somewhere else that's actually in China. That'd be pretty cool. But the ones that are missing are rat, rabbit, horse, and rooster. So I'm not sure what the significance is there. But these are all Chinese zodiac animals. So we're going to basically talk about what we think the powers are going to be. We actually have quite a few references that we could use to kind of deduce this, because if you, as you know by now, the ladybug represents good luck in real life as well. Black cat represents bad luck, so that's cat noirs, cataclysm, all that stuff, and the foxes usually represent illusion and mischief and all that stuff, and that's obviously what Rena Rouge's powers are. So we're gonna kind of go based off of that and what these animals all represent as far as the Chinese zodiac, and we actually have some pretty legit source material to go off of.
Most legit.
Yes, relatively legit. At least one of them is legit. To go off of and kind of deduce what each of these powers might be. Before we get into that, do you think we're gonna see these, like all of these, like in the play, like people actually using them, or do you think some of them are just for show and we're not gonna actually see every single one?
Well, if going by my theory of what I've been talking about for a while, is that like Marinette's classmates get them, she gives them out to
Right.
most of them, or if not all of them, or some extra people. That means we'd see all of them. So, and it matches up decently well. Like, there's like, oh, there might be a few too many if you count like all the classmates we've seen are people who go to that school in particular. But if you just count the ones we saw in like the picture, when their class took like a group photo, then it's not enough. If you can consider it 12. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. So I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. We could potentially do a whole other video on that, but that's a whole other thing. So here I'm going to go to our list of stuff. Okay, so we've got the Power Listings Wiki here. Wiki's always a very reliable source.
Oh, yeah.
But honestly, all right, this side note, I think Wiki actually is pretty reliable because they have people that edit this stuff and make sure the sources are correct. So, and based off of what other research we've done, these seem to be pretty legit. So if you're not familiar with the Power Listing Wiki, it's basically a wiki that's all about superpowers. It's actually pretty useful if you're like writing an action show or story. Okay, there's some lollies. So this is basically just gonna talk about this and what every single power is. So all of them have elements. I don't know if those are gonna come into play necessarily. I think for some specific ones they might. But I don't think they're all gonna have, snake, horse, and sheep all have fire powers. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen. So I think this is just more so Chinese representation. I don't think they're gonna go the element route. We haven't gone the element route yet. So granted, they're not, the animals we have aren't actually part of the Chinese zodiac, so it's a little different. But we have rat is animation. So do you think that's like reanimation, or like what kind of animation do you think they're referring to here? Says animate inanimate objects.
According to the wiki, it's the power to animate inanimate objects. So like And if you want like a doll or something, probably,
Right.
something like that.
Gotcha. Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
Rats, I don't like what we know from like what we've seen of rat characters that are rats. Like, I mean, they're usually like not the best characters. Like, have a bad rap to them. So I guess I could see that. I don't know where that whole reanimation or animation thing comes from.
Right.
But I mean, it's not the biggest stretch, I'd say.
Yeah, and it's like it brings like clay animation, elemental animation. So this could be like sort of some Avatar type stuff, or object animation. So that's like bringing stuff to life. But maybe could telekinesis be a thing? Maybe does that count as animation? It's not on the list, so that might not
I mean,
count.
similar. I know, but bringing things to life is different than like moving stuff with your mind.
Right.
Like, see here, they have a picture of like some gargoyle.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, stone object. Or no, actually, that's an ink painting. Oh, in this little gift. Never mind.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure like stone objects too.
Gotcha. So here are some examples. Not gonna go through every single one of them, especially since I don't even remember most of these. But yeah, these all make sense. So we're gonna go to the next one. Ox is super strength, so this is listed as the bull in the previous picture, but super strength, that's pretty self-explanatory. It's super strength is very basic stuff. I wonder how that's going to fall into place with their specific item, because, you know, or power, because Marinette has the lucky charm, Agent has the cataclysm, so I wonder what the special thing would be for, like, super strength. You know what I mean? Because I would imagine super strength would just be active the whole time, because it's just general superpowers. Maybe the super strength doesn't activate until then, and then they're just able to lift really heavy objects or something like that.
That's interesting. Yeah, maybe it's just like even more strength when he activates his power, or like something. Well, yeah, because I would say like breaking something, but that's what Cataclysm does already. So
right.
Yeah, no point there.
Yeah, so it could just be like you just have to lift. You'd be able to lift like a building or something insane,
yeah. Okay,
or some crazy endurance. Like maybe like I don't know. I don't think they're gonna have bullets in Miraculous. It's a little too heavy. But they like someone shoots bullets or something and it just bounces right off. Stuff like that. Superman stuff essentially. And then we have Tiger, which is balance. So it says yin and yang manipulation. So this one's super duper interesting. So you mentioned something about this potentially relating to Ladybug and Cat Noir, right?
Yeah, because if you look at Ladybug and Cat Noir's like in the jeweler box where the little Miraculouses are, it forms a yin and yang symbol. So and then yin and yang manipulation is the ability to manipulate these forces. So my logic is, well, if Ladybug and Cat Noir represent yin and yang, then maybe they can manipulate the tiger, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's the tiger.
Manipulate them. Although it's called balance, maybe it's just like, or perhaps the word balance brings to mind like kind of making people calm them down or something.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, like balancing their minds, or like, you know, it's like a counteract to the the Moth Miraculous. It could like, you know, that'd be a little overpowered. Just
it's unacclimatized immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be something like that, maybe. Says user has power over yin and yang, natural dualities of polar opposites or seemingly contrary forces that are interconnected and independent in the natural world, and how they give rise to each other in turn in relation to each other. With many distinct natural dualities, dark, light, female, male, blah, blah, blah. So this could also just go beyond just the, you know, Cat and Ladybug Miraculouses. Could go to other stuff as well. And then we got Rabbit, which is super speed. Again, that's pretty self-explanatory. You go fast. Gotta go fast.
Okay, so actually with the rabbit, it's interesting because we actually did get a picture, kind of leaked picture, I believe, of like some concept art of all the new Kwamis, what they're gonna look like. It's amazing, but we don't want to show it because we don't want this video to get taken down. We've had some issues.
Don't snipe us, please. Don't snipe us.
Please, no, we're not showing it. We promise. And the interesting thing about that is that we saw 11 of the 12 animals. So I'm wondering, did they not include one for a reason, or was it just since it was so concept art, it was such a quick concept that they're like, we'll get to the rabbit later. You know, 11 out of 12 is good enough for now.
Yeah, and I think that was the only one we didn't see in that picture.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely.
It's one of the 4 that is not in the box. So presumably it is somewhere else in the world, potentially China or something like that.
Interesting, yeah.
But yeah, it just may have been left off as a mistake or something like that. 'Cause it seemed like a pretty quick video. I don't even know if it was really supposed to even get out. So I think it was just kind of not there for whatever reason. And then we got Dragon, which is super dope. Also, side note, why is like you got all these regular animals for Chinese zodiac, then you have Dragon. It's just like, that's like not even fair.
Dragons were real.
I know, it's just like, but they're so much cooler and badass than every other animal.
I mean, tiger's pretty cool.
Yeah, tiger's pretty cool, but it's not a dragon.
Yeah, true. Nothing is a dragon, Michael.
Yeah. Yeah, this is fact. But yeah, has combustion inducement. So that's kind of like that. It's a sub-power fire manipulation. So I'm guessing if you've ever seen Avatar, it's like Sparky Boom Man.
Yes,
Yep, he's right there. So he kind of makes explosions. So it's sort of like fire bending, but it's like kind of a subcategory of that. So that'd be pretty dark to include in Miraculous, I feel like, unless they're gonna start going a darker route. I don't know how they could really implement combustion in Miraculous without it being drastic.
Be somebody that can breathe fire or something.
Yeah, something simple.
That'd be my guess.
Just regular fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we've got Snake, which is invisibility. Again, pretty self-explanatory. You can turn invisible. I could see a lot of episodes like having a lot more options like with all these powers, and like if we see all these powers, it'd be really interesting. Horse is the power of healing, so that'll probably come in handy in some really serious fights that might come up soon. We know Hawkmoth is gonna have a boss, which is, you know, most likely the Peacock Miraculous holder. So if that happens and then that boss gets really serious because Hawkmoth is garbage at his job, and things start like get knocked up a notch, then we might see some healing because, you know, Hawkmoth pretty much sucks. And then we have Sheep, which is astral projection. So that's basically like Loki, Doctor Strange type stuff. You kind of just project an image. I don't know what uses that would really have in Miraculous, but I guess it just kind of depends on the episode and the enemy that they're facing, really. Then we've got Monkey, which is animal morphing. That's kind of meta because Monkey is an animal, and then all the other Miraculouses are animals. So, I don't know, that's kind of weird. But yeah, again, pretty self-explanatory. You can morph into another animal. And then we've got Rooster, which is levitation. That seems like the lamest one so far. Yeah, I could float.
Roosters can't even fly.
Okay, that works, I guess. Then we got Dog, which is immortality. Hello? What? I'm sorry? How do you think that's going to come into play? Because that's a super OP power.
Yeah, I don't know. That's, yeah, I mean, what, I mean, obviously, like, somebody will want to probably just want to steal that power. You'll try to see something like that going on, potentially, because that's, like, a very powerful one. Yeah, I don't know, because that's almost, I don't know. I mean, we don't know to what extent better than. Oh, I mean, obviously the Ladybug and Cat Miraculouses are the top from what we know.
Right? Yeah, because they combine for the ultimate
pretty
power.
Good deal right there.
Yeah, the only thing that makes sense would be like regeneration, which kind of falls under healing, but maybe it's just like for your own body. But like, that's like.
I mean, what do you think somebody's gonna get their leg knocked?
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, that's the thing about this show, is like it's so light.
Very tame compared to shows.
Levels of immortality, unfettered body cannot age, body is completely immune to physical damage, so that could be it. Like it could be that could be the endurance thing, like I mentioned for the super strength. Maybe that's like more of a just physically able to, so like once they activate whatever power they have, like the Cataclysm or Lucky Charm, whatever, they can do like their little unharmed ability thing to kind of just endure whatever they need to endure. So if there's like a fire somewhere, they can just walk through the fire, no problem.
Wow, yeah, that's still pretty dang powerful.
Yeah, it's still pretty broken. Yeah. And then Pig is heat vision.
That makes so much sense. Oh my god.
For reasons, I guess. I guess because bacon.
That's all I can think of. Like, that's all I can think.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, heat vision. You got heat vision. That's a very specific power. Like, I feel like all these powers generally are pretty widespread, especially except for like maybe combustion, but heat vision, it doesn't even match Pig. Like, it's so weird. So yeah, that's the thing.
So something interesting that I don't. Did you mention where these powers came from?
Yeah, they're the power listing wiki.
Yeah, but like where they actually came from.
Well,
Jackie
yeah.
Chan Adventures.
This may have been the source. We're not sure if this is the only source that's ever done this. So if you know about other Chinese zodiac shows that have utilized this stuff, then it also could have been a thing. Maybe it's a common thread that all these animals have these powers, but so far it looks like it pretty much adds up for the most part. Rooster has levitation, also telekinesis, so that could be a thing. That sounds like a more useful power than just floating.
True.
And you've got the ox talisman strength, snake is invisibility, rabbit is speed, sheep's astral projection or dream possession, which would be pretty cool. We've got some Steven Universe action happening. Dragon talisman is combustion, rat is animation, horse is healing / regeneration, so that's kind of iffy there with the dog immortality thing. Then you got shapeshifting for the monkey, so they could just be general shapeshifting. Maybe it's not just animal stuff, because the superpower wiki says it's just animals. So it could just be general shapeshifting, which I think would be more useful probably writing wise. And then we've got immortality and then rejuvenation.
Regeneration is like healing yourself.
Yeah, like what's the difference?
Rejuvenation is bringing somebody else back.
Making someone or something look or feel better.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Not bringing back, I guess.
Right. Kind of restoring, sort of.
Yeah.
It looks
So
like.
themselves and then others. So yeah, they're another healer.
Yeah, so that sounds similar to regeneration, so I guess they just have to distinct that. Again, heat vision, because pig, I guess, and tiger is balance. So that all pretty much adds up. If you've never seen Jackie Chan Adventures, definitely recommend it. It's a damn good cartoon. And yeah, so that's basically the powers right there. We're probably going to talk about who is getting what miraculous, based off like the different personality traits of all the zodiac, Chinese zodiac, and all the characters that we know so far. So you can kind of maybe deduce, and also color schemes is a thing with the show. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Those are most likely going to be the general powers, but we'll probably do a separate video. This went on way longer than we planned. We'll probably do a separate video where we kind of talk about what every single miraculous, what miraculous is going to which person based off of their different personalities and the personality traits of the different Chinese zodiacs. So yeah, do you have any last thoughts, Hailey?
I'm excited for the pig's heat vision, definitely.
Heat vision.
Yeah, bacon.
Yeah.
Hopefully not itself. It won't cook himself.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm just. Some of these are curious. I mean, we're just going off literally Jackie Chan Adventures. Take this stuff with a grain of salt for like a couple of these.
Yeah.
Just gonna say, because.
And it makes sense though. Yeah.
What?
Most of them make sense because I think a lot of them represent these certain things and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because Jackie Chan Adventures probably chose like ones that made sense, except for the ones that like this animal has like no power people associated with. Let's give it rejuvenation.
Yeah.
Mortality. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited though. Very excited. I can't wait to see them in action. Cool. All their personalities and whatnot. I love Kwame so much.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't take 20 episodes. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's going to represent these more or less? Do you think they might have other powers? Let us know in the comments down below. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we do the next video and all the other miraculous videos that we got on the way. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Mike Williams. You watch Cartoon Universe. See you in the next video. Peace.